Hey everybody, what up? It's Moose. Sorry about the delay on the video. For some reason, my headset wasn't working, and now all of a sudden I got it to work. I don't know how I did it, but I did it, so I won't question it at all, I guess. So today I want to go over some basic tips and hopefully help improve your game by thinking outside the box, so to speak, I guess. I guess we could start off with the AIs. I see online a lot that people wonder why the AIs are there. In game, they're called minions, grunts, inspectors, whatever. But these guys do a lot more than just provide the quote-unquote cannon fodder, or whatever you want to call it. You got to look at it as these minions help you. They help you gain your Titan faster. Each kill reduces the time for your Titan. So if you off the bat just spam all the minions, that reduces your Titan time, and you get your Titan. It helps you complete challenges, hone your gun skills, and build your confidence. And the reason that I say it helps you build your confidence, because you might be laughing right now, is if you ever played Call of Duty, which I'm pretty sure at least 95% of you have, then you're gonna know that it's just player versus player, and then you jump in there and then you just basically get raped. And for those of you that are just either starting to play first-person shooters or just getting into Titanfall, even though it's been out for I think a week, 2 weeks now, I'm not sure, then it gives you something to work towards or with. If you're trying out a new weapon, then it just builds your confidence to where you get 5 or 6 kills in a row, and then you die by a pilot. Well, you don't feel as bad because you just went like 5-1, versus if you were just running around and you kept getting killed by pilots all the time because they knew where to wall hang or whatever. So it just helps build your confidence and keep you from raging so much, I guess. And so all that together, that's important for the AIs. Otherwise, you're looking at kind of a slow, campy, COD-like game with mechs, pretty much, and that's no fun. We all know how monotonous Call of Duty can be. So I think with those guys there, it brings the faster pace, the in-your-face action all the time and whatnot. So, and sometimes it's funny to even watch, the AIs fight each other. I watched some guy curb stomp another AI, and, it's just like, wow. And then some guy was dragging a Spectre by his head, and it's just kind of funny the things that they can do if you sit there and watch them fight. But, moving on, let's talk about movement. First thing, forget everything you think you know about movement. You need to get that, that COD thinking out of your head, because now you can wall run, double jump, wall hang, and parkour all over the place, which none of those things you could do in Call of Duty. Wall running is how you need to get around. You need to basically be on the walls all the time. Don't use anything but the walls. Your movement is faster, and it gives you more access to escape enemies. If someone's trying to shoot at you and you're running along the wall, you could double jump off that wall, jump to another wall, get up on the roof, get out of the way, as opposed to just running through the ground, like it's a Civil War. There's more of an escape option, and easier for you to turn on somebody versus just using the ground. Yeah, forgive me, for some reason my throat's all nasty. I'm not sure if I'm getting sick or what. But anyway, enough with that. Wall hanging. You need to use wall hanging as a viable option, I guess. The downside to wall hanging is you can't aim down sights. The upside to wall hanging is you can pretty much do it anywhere. I find that either doing it somewhere over an objective, like in Hardpoint, or even CTF is pretty viable, especially near doorways. In high traffic areas, you wall hang up really high and then wait for someone to roll through, drop down, shoot them. It's a lot easier than trying to, spray them hip fire while you're up there, because, they could turn on you relatively easy. I've done it to people and I've had it done to me, so I definitely can vouch for that one. Player predictability. This is something that a lot of pro players learn in any game, and I recommend that everybody, if you're serious about winning, this is something you need to look into. It's the key part to this game and any other game. Being able to predict other players, seeing that this game is pretty new, and most people will start playing, with the basic, COD mentality, basically, which, is using the stairs or running into the open, which, we talked about earlier. You find a lot of people doing that and being predictable. Like, if you think, okay, here's some stairs, people are going to come by it, well, hang out there, throw some satchels or arc mines or, whatever, and get you some kills. Not all players do this, but, a lot of new players will do this, and you might as well take advantage of it. Learn the hot routes, learn the high traffic areas, bounce from spot to spot, just picking them off. This is something that I call RVing. I've heard some other people call it different things, but I termed it RVing because it's similar to camping, but it's not, because you're not camping in one specific spot. You're moving around that general area, so it's like you're camping in one spot for a hot minute, and then you're moving to a next spot. So what happens is, if you're in that one spot and you kill somebody or you kill a couple people and they think that you're camping there, they're likely, I'd probably say 80 to 90% of the time, going to come back and try and kill you because you pissed them off. But then you move to another corner or a different area, and then once they come back up those stairs or wherever they come in from, then you can kill them again. This works really well on Capture the Flag, doing something like this, because they're going to come to the objective, so you just bounce around until they end up having to send half their team for you. For me, is usually what happens is I'll get 3 or 4 kills, and then they'll send 3 or 4 people to kill me. Well, that benefits your team, because if they're sending 3 to 4 people just for you, that means other objectives are clearly open that can be taken. So it's just a little psychological warfare tips for you. And also, let's talk about the mini-map. The mini-map needs to be your best friend. If you notice, there's 3 different indicators on the map. There's a small red dot, like a boldish red dot, and then the triangle, the little red triangle. If you haven't figured out by now, the small red dot is for the AIs. The bold red dot is for pilots, and the triangle is for, or the little, alien V is for Titans. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to the gunfire, because if a pilot's shooting, it's going to show up. You're going to know where they're at, and that's something that you really need to use to your advantage to help your team out. And then another thing, the last thing we're going to talk about is burn cards. I know I've already made a video about burn cards, but this one is specific to the game type you're playing. You should put in a little bit of effort to try and match the burn cards that you're going to use with the game type that you're playing. Obviously, if you're playing Last Titan Standing, you don't want to put in, a Titan card. You can't drop another Titan, so why would you even put it in there? You would use something like Map Hack or Echo Vision, something like that, or your amped anti-Titan weapons, because those will be more beneficial to you for that particular game mode. Versus saying if you're playing Attrition, then you would also maybe want your Echo Vision or your Map Hack, or your your Titan card if you have one. It would be more beneficial to use your Titan cards in a game mode like that than it would, a different one. Another one is capture the flag. I find it more viable to use your Strider cards in that one. You could use your other Titan cards too, but the Strider seems to be the most effective in capture the flag because of its speed. But I think I'll save that for a different video. And then your prosthetic legs and your cloak are pretty good for capture the flag. Though once you have the flag, it doesn't really matter because you're going to be seen. But if you're just like holding down your flag or just trying to run around and get kills, then the cloak perk card, I don't know why I called it a perk, I guess it's kind of a perk, would be more beneficial in something like that. So with that being said, I ran over the 10 minutes I was trying to stay under. But anyways, I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.